Us On, Season 10, Episode 12, where we watch Love Overboard, Season 1, Episode 1. And how am I supposed to clean up after people that I'm sexier than? I'm Chris Lorenz.
You'll have the opportunity to flirt, fondle, and fall in love. This is Brian.
Ahoy there, perverts. This is Noah Singer.
I think you can breastfeed with fake boobs and stuff like that. This is Max.
Those were all quotes from this week's show. And last week, I don't know.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked
right?
and Afraid, last one standing.
Naked and Afraid.
We had a poll on Twitter, and you guys voted a middle third show. You know, tell us what you thought about this week's show on Twitter at Who Put This On. But Noah, what was that show?
Love Overboard is a 2026 Hulu reality dating competition series, executive produced by Alex Cooper and hosted by Gabby Windey. The show features 16 singles on a Mediterranean yacht where they must form connections to live in luxury, top deck, or face servitude, lower deck, while competing for a $100,000 trip. That's Love Overboard.
Yeah. I can say that this show... Max, what do you think about this show?
This show is a really novel fusion of like 4 or 5 shows we watched, and I think we are among the most equipped people on Earth to discuss it.
Finally, our time has come.
Man, I don't know if the game part of this show is awful. It's so bad. I hate it. It's so hard to watch.
I agree.
What do you mean?
Like, okay. Walk with me here. Okay, so you watch The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And it's in one way awful, but in one way it makes sense. It's like one person is trying to find love and there's like 20 options and like, okay, let's figure that out. And then this show, there's 14 there's 14 singles. And then you have 8 of them pair up immediately, semi-randomly. Like there's attraction between the 2 of them. And then they're on the top side and they're like sleeping in bed together already. And and then the rest of them are down below in like shitty conditions. You have to sleep separately. And I want to encourage people to make good couples that like each other. But the show incentivizes you staying with rando on the top. And there's disincentivized incentives because you want to be on the top because you get to live in luxury, right? But in order to do that, you have to be in a couple, so you have to like somebody, even if you don't like any of them.
Yeah, and so the only way for somebody on the underside, the bottom side, to promote themselves to the top side is they have to basically tempt somebody to say they like you more, which does happen this episode. But I agree. The incentive is just to stick with your couple and have a great time on the top side.
Yeah.
So, Chris, this show reminds me a lot of Opposite Worlds.
Yes. I don't know if the premise makes it seem very close to Opposite Worlds. I agree.
Which is
In
notoriously
reality,
one of the worst setups for a reality show.
In reality, it's a little different. But
Yes.
that show, similar premise where there's like a good side and a bad side, but then it's a traditional reality show where it's like team 1 versus team 2, and it's like the bad one like doesn't have, like, they live in freezing cold with barely any blankets and barely any food, so they're like disenfranchised at winning any challenge. So like they just like you just watch the other people own them because like how else is that gonna pan out, right?
Yep.
Here's the thing about the downside. We've all watched Below Deck. We all know what can happen below deck. So I don't think there's like really any like problems with that.
Yeah. that's why I like I'd say the concept is similar, but in this show, being on the downside, like, is not that bad. Like,
It's not.
it's fine. It's fine.
Well,
They like
as long as you're not Bella.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
They pretend that like, oh, you have to do a bunch of mopping and cleaning and stuff. I don't even believe that. Like, I think they have to pretend to do that for 30 minutes. Honestly, bottom side, they seemed like they were chilling. They were having a great time. I just think the concept of a below deck where nobody has any idea what they're doing is a really good idea. I think that's a fun idea.
Totally. Yeah, the producers are dialed in on this show. Very good producers.
I really find the show hard to watch.
Wow. Whoa.
That's we all know why. Chris is an ass man, not a tits man.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of, well, I'm not a fake tits person.
There's
You
a
need
lot.
your enhancements in the right places.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen somebody on TV who's so obsessed with plastic
what's his
surgery.
name?
I don't even know where to start.
There's some guy, David, I believe is his name, really wants girls with big fake tits, and like he's currently with Leela, who doesn't have fake tits or something, and he's like, oh, I like her, but she doesn't have fake tits. I guess I have to be willing to outgrow my obsession with fake tits. Is like his storyline.
I got super confused because he was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm looking for like wife material, mother material,"
Right.
and then he makes that joke about like the fake boobs and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, so he's like he's not about that," but then he is. Like
what? What in what world are you gonna believe the 14 hottest people they could find to be on this reality show is out here for like love?
Chris,
Like,
they're not lying on TV. Come on.
No, of course. I agree with Brian. Why would they ever lie on TV?
Yeah, why? Why would they do that? Like, he's clear. All 14 of these people are fuck boy, women, whatever. That's the only way this show makes any sense.
Is that a name? I never heard of fuck women, but it makes like there needs to be the compliment.
What do you mean? We've done Fuckboy Island. We've done Motherfuckers. We've done so many fuckboy shows.
We have not. No. Is there a compliment? Like, so there's fuck boy, but there's no fuck woman.
I think those are just called
true.
Bitches.
That's it. Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, like, shouldn't there be like a fuck girl, fuck woman, fuck gal?
Wouldn't they just be sluts?
I think that's too derogatory.
You don't think fuckboy is derogatory?
Not really. No.
I think it is.
I mean, yes and no. It's like if you own it, then it's like it's probably not derogatory to you. I guess it
depends on the situation, right? If you're going to be like you're going to back to your parents' house or her parents' house, and somebody calls you a fuckboy in front of them, like, you know, that's pretty derogatory, right? Like, you don't want to be. But
you don't want to be known
like, if you're out at a club and like, oh, you're looking for a fuckboy, like, I mean, like, I guess that's.
One is worse than the other. There are fuckboys out there who wear that with pride.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you get called a fuckboy to sound like, you know, it's like people aren't gonna be like, oh, you said that. Where if he says slut, like I don't know, it's got a really like harsh ting to it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
I disagree. I say they're equivalent in my mind.
Nope. It's good to have opinions.
All right, let's get back to the show. Let's talk about this show for real. And so it's called Love Overboard. They have 14 people. And let's see, what do I have in my notes? I guess they have the love captain, Gabby Windey, which is one of the reasons I think the show is not good. She is like making all these weird sexual puns, and I think she's wearing lingerie the whole show, which is an interesting choice.
So I don't think she's necessarily put to amazing use in the show, but I did.
Yeah.
She's in a season of The Traitors and previously was on Bachelor and Bachelorette, and she's excellent in Traitors.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Weird question. Do any of you watch Hacks?
Yeah.
No.
You know how Kayla and Jimmy in season 4 they get like a weird female Larry David secretary?
Yeah.
Gabby is married to that actress.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
know.
I like that stand up. What's her name?
Robbie
No.
Hoffman.
Yeah, Robbie Hoffman. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I would not
Now
have
you know.
guessed. I didn't know Gabby was even gay. Interesting. Fascinating.
Yeah. Anyway, I agree though. She wasn't that good in the show, but it was campy. The whole show is campy, and she does back that up.
Yeah. But she definitely is a nothing burger to a certain degree.
I mean, at least they're trying. Like, I appreciate that. Like, I would like to like the jokes. I feel like I really liked whoever was on like F Boy Island. I thought that was a really
God,
good.
yeah, she was phenomenal.
She's
Nikki
like
Glazer?
Nikki.
Yeah,
Nikki
she was one of
Glazer. Yeah.
that was one of the best. So like, I
Oh, for sure.
appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
It just isn't working for me, and I think it would work better for me if the show overall was working better for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Nikki Glazer has risen to be like top 8 talent for like hosting things over the past two years. Where I mean, Gabby potentially could get there, but they just don't really. I think she does her job well, but I think to do your job well in this, you don't really take the spotlight.
Chris, when the show opens and the first thing you hear is "Ahoy, perverts!" what were your thoughts?
I was like, you're setting a tone. Like you're setting the tone of the show with Ahoy perverts. I'm not sure I'm down with that tone, but like let's see where it goes. And it's definitely
Not up your
her
alley.
tone of her shtick on the show. But it's not like I don't particularly like again this whole top side, bottom side, and coupling. Like I haven't gone over it. I don't really know how to describe it better than
the game doesn't make sense. It's just a platform to have 14 hot people on your TV.
16.
Whatever.
16 hot people.
I keep saying 14. Is it 16?
I mean, well, if you consider Gabby a hot person too, then it's 17.
Whoa.
Are you sure it's not like... Because I think more people come on in the future.
That's true. So the number goes up.
Okay. I wasn't
There's
sure if you
definitely
were
a
including
lot
those.
of people. And I think there's a lot of like characters.
Yeah.
Or at least
it's 8 couples, right? Like that's why it's pretty easy.
We got Gia, Bella, Lexi, Lo, Sophia, Enna, Sadie, Leela.
A little bit of mambo.
And then we got James, Bo, David, Tim, Keith, Corey, and Andrew.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Probably missed some. Who knows?
Yeah.
Corey is the
tough.
weirdest way I've ever seen anyone spell Corey.
Koray.
Yeah.
Every new reality show we watch, I'm subject to a new horrible spelling, I feel.
Correct.
I mean, you could be in the NFL and like every name is like
Sure.
some crazy.
This is such a sidetrack, but I guess like 25 years ago, the name Jalen like didn't exist. And then there was Jalen Rose like in the NBA, and now obviously Jalen's like a super popular name.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Hingle McCringleberry.
Thanks for the tangent there, I guess.
Yeah.
So Bella has a good storyline, I guess we could discuss, where she's been winning at life, and she does not like this twist. She's one of the people that didn't get picked to be top side and is in bottom side, and she's like crying because she can't like clean up after someone else. Like,
she crazy.
explicitly, she doesn't want to clean up for people who are less hot than her.
Yeah, that was my quote from the show was from her.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's a great line.
I guess like we should go over like the show starts out, introduces all the people, right? And then they go into they do this weird game where they have two people and they can't see each other, and you have to pick if you would date that other person. Pick, and then you like lean out and show whether you picked or not.
Yeah.
And then if you were picked, then you're one of the couples.
Yeah.
And they went until there were 4 couples, and they were the top side couples.
Yeah, just random matchups where both have to agree to couple up, and then once they have 4, they say, "Okay, everybody else, here's the twist. You're working. You're on below deck now."
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely better than they've done. I've seen another show somewhere did this, where it's just literally the producers picked the couples, and that was pretty terrible.
I thought this was good. I thought this was like a pretty efficient way of just dealing with like figure this out up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Actually, fun fact, I'm diving into the corner. The show was produced by
Alex
the woman. Cooper. Yeah. Oh, you know this. Yeah.
By what?
So Alex Cooper created the podcast Call Her Daddy. You know,
she's
like
our competition.
Our sister podcast. Yeah. Yeah. So we could thank her.
Okay. All right. And then what happens after that? I don't even remember.
They reveal, all right, everybody else, you're going bottom side, and here's what this entails. And then, yeah, Bella has this freak out about cleaning up after people. Somebody says, somebody smells like BO. It's you. I thought that was fun.
Oh, and then there's the big plot point here is that one of the guys shouted out that he's horny at some point.
Jamie.
Oh yeah. Somebody the question was, how's everybody feeling? And then just said horny.
People were not having it until they were.
I mean, when you're all like 10s and like, you know, you just need an easy way to write somebody off. But amazingly, somebody likes him, and that's, you know, it's weird.
Yeah.
He pulled it off. He can't believe that.
So the people on the downside or whatever end up, like they say they're gonna have to do a lot of chores. They have to do like 30 minutes of chores. They have to like serve the other. The thing they really do is that I think at dinner or cocktail hour or whatever, serve the other topside teams or couples, and it lets them like mingle and try to like talk to the other people to break them up.
Right.
Because the only way to get topside is to break one of the couples up, and then you become topside.
Right.
At least that's what they say.
Yeah. They need more gameplay mechanics in play. If there's only one of these going on per episode, I don't know.
So, spoiler alert.
Oh.
I half watched the episode 2 today.
Oh.
Ooh.
And their challenge was much better. Like, their challenge they had to do was they put 4 of the women that were on the top side, and then all the men, or they put them out in the water, and then all the men had to swim to them, and the first ones to get to each person got to be their partner on the top side.
Okay.
And then you could decide, if it wasn't who you were with before, then you got to decide if you wanted to stay with them or go bottom side.
Will you stay or will you go now?
Yeah. So there's like some drama around that, but like that shows like there's other ways to get topside than like going at the end of the episode. There's like a date, and then they get to choose which one they want the person on the date or not on the date. Typical, like.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice how like I like then they're really putting the contestants on point to like make choices, like very obvious choice, not obvious, but like visible, like public choices.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's most reality shows are like that.
Are they? I mean, yeah. Well, I guess there's like the voting
Many
out
are.
ceremony. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we haven't done like a date. Have we? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like one where you had to choose between A and B in front of everyone, then the other person.
Well, one of the other mamas and papas of the show, have we discussed how you are ejected from the show?
The plank? No.
We did not talk about the plank. No.
We may need to discuss the plank.
Yeah. So after the date happens, the two other people. So this was a guy picked. So two guys are on the end of two planks, and the woman picked one of them, and the other one gets dropped from the plank and gets picked up by a bunch of scuba divers, like for real. So that was cool.
It is very good.
This reminded me so much of there's a show we watched a long time ago called Love Trap. It's British, and I forget what the whole setup is, but basically at the end of every episode, you have to guess who is like fake there versus who actually wants to fall in love with you, and whatever the name is stated that your guess is, they fall through a trap door. It's crazy. I posted a link in our Slack channel.
Fun fact: our first ever TikTok was of that show, which got Christina watching our old TikToks. What do you mean? We're right here.
How many TikToks do you got? How
We
many followers?
We haven't gotten any sponsors, so we haven't done any more TikToks.
Yeah, we for all those people out there that like to sponsor things.
Yeah,
sponsor us.
Send us some lip gloss.
Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot about
that was what we pivoted to.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. This show is weird, like because they introduce so many people, and there's so many different weird storylines like not interesting storylines going on. It's like some woman told another woman that she was going after his man, and it's like, yeah, well, no shit. Like you're on a show, like, and then she was upset, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I think that was in episode 2. So, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what else. You got any more new shit to talk about, Brian?
No, wait. So that happened again in episode 2? Like, does that also happen in episode 1 too?
I don't know. Maybe.
Jeez.
I don't know what happened.
It's all like simple drama right now, and like just learning the show. Like we covered the basic points, and the game was whatever.
I just don't think this is very interesting. Like, I just don't believe this is making like a couple I could believe in. Or so, like, I don't understand why I care. I think is my main issue with the show.
Chris, you still have faith in these shows producing couples?
Yeah, but the show pretense is that I care who is top side or bottom side, and I don't.
Oh, really? I mean, like just because the punishment's not as bad as you think it should be, like something like that.
No, it's just like, why do I care if Gia or Bella is top side or bottom side? Like legitimately, like I don't know who they are. Like, you're not giving me a reason to like root for any of them because I don't believe that. Like, let's see, I have them written down. Like Sadie likes Keith. Like, I don't believe it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they try to ham it up. I mean, they go in hard, a lot of them, on those first kisses. Like, we're getting like square in a square peg hole. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really believe any of these people probably in their relationships. So like I don't know. It's hard for me to go into one of these shows and then root for a relationship. Like I just don't. You got to work for that. I can't just like you gave each other the side eye and they're like, oh, now you're like perfect matches. Like, come on.
You don't think the side eye does it?
You just saw each other from across the room and then you made out. Great.
I mean,
You're
at
hot.
least they're like, yeah, they're pretty upfront of like, this show is not as much about the brains, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they promote that. Even like their things, like Tim says he's a respectful fuckboy. Going back to our fuckboy, like what does it mean? What does that mean, Tim?
He'll wine and dine you before he tries to.
All these people are just too hot. Like they just are. I don't like to watch these people.
Yeah, and then James talks about healthy toxicity. Like you need some toxicity in a relationship.
Oh, I wrote down that quote word for word.
Yeah, I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I like a little bit of toxicity because, like, the healthy toxic, not like the slash your tires toxicity.
Yeah, just yeah. Like one thing is like the age range is pretty big here. So the show is like 21 to 31.
I mean, compared to some of the other recent shows we watched, I don't know about that.
Week's. Also, that's like the women's range. So, like, men's range is much more like 25 to 30.
Yeah, it's a little more compact on the men's side. But just in general, like, I think they position this more as like early mid-20s. And then I just have like some older people that just are still holding on for dear life.
Here's the thing. Is that the tone of the show makes it like, ooh, everyone's hot. Let's, get together and make out and kumbaya. Mm-hmm. But like the game makes me want to root for couples and root against other people. Mm-hmm. Right? Like why else would we have this top side, bottom side thing?
I think you're rooting.
I mean, it's just been like done in other ways. Like, yeah, I can agree that like the bottom side thing is like not really like a punishment or anything like that, but you don't really need a punishment when like you're just trying to like inject people into like relationships and break that up.
Yeah.
Like Love Island did it, I think.
I can't
Love
watch
Island
100 episodes of television. I cannot watch Love Island.
Yeah, so
I would suggest for Love Island's UK season 1, they do sort of wrap-up episodes for the week every Saturday, so you can watch like the pilot, 4 or 5 wrap-up episodes, and that's it, and the finale.
What's the mythology here? Like, what am I getting? Like, is this like an epic Lord of the Rings? Like, what are we talking about here?
It's fun. It's fun interactions. You really skip all the cruft when you watch it this way.
I sense I get the appeal of doing the daily because then you could like talk with, as long as you're talking with people, as long as you're in a culture, talking with everyone.
Yeah,
I think could be interesting. But the daily culture is like a lot. It's just too much.
A lot.
Yeah.
But if you're invested, you're invested.
I guess. I think at that point, it's like it's same thing as sports. I think, like if you follow baseball, not like a team, but like in basketball or hockey, like something where like there's games on all the time, and so I think you're just like getting deep into the season, right? And then that's your thing.
No one does that.
Get into sports?
Like, not no one, but like that's a very small segment of people that's just like, I just have football on. Like some people have football on all day, right?
Yeah.
But that's not everyone.
No, I agree. I think it is a niche that's doing the daily. But to me, that's the most comparable audience.
let's see. What else happened in episode 2 that's worth mentioning?
Well,
Actually, we didn't.
Oh, we talked. There's something that I can't believe you guys didn't bring up yet. That like Avatar horn, the Avatar war horn that they keep sounding off. Like, you guys didn't hear that all throughout the episode?
No.
Are you sure that wasn't your kids in the other room?
Yeah, sorry. What the hell is Noah talking about?
I don't know.
You really have no idea what I'm talking about?
Really have
No.
no idea.
Well, okay.
We all just missed this?
So they kept playing this frequently, like when they would do like cut scenes or like if someone make a decision, they'd play this horn like, and it definitely wasn't anything else because I watched this like pretty late at night, and I watched it on the TV, so like there's no other like, it's not like from my phone a background app is running.
I did not notice it, I'm afraid.
Nope.
Okay.
Tweet at us if you heard the same thing as Noah did. Let us know who's crazy here. I was gonna mention that if you win a trip around the world.
Yeah.
It's unclear whether like the couple win and then the couple goes around the world, presuming that they're a couple, or if like the couple wins, like do they win single tickets around the world? Do they win, single and a friend to come with? Like, what do you win?
I assume together, but it's so funny. I don't know the last time I saw a show where you don't win money. You only win a romantic trip worth $100,000.
I feel like that's more of a game show thing. Like game shows give out more like trips, and not reality shows don't tend to do that.
Chris, I do know of one show that gives romantic trips to the Aegean Sea. If You Are the One. Great show, 10 out of 10.
I'm not sure I would be going to the Aegean Sea right now, but teach their own. Who is the worst human being in this show?
Gotta be Bella.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the thing is, like, she's not really that bad, though.
What about Leela? She couldn't stand to be around people that cry.
Same.
Maybe a little bit worse.
I mean, Bella's the one that said that she can't clean up after someone, right? So, I mean,
yeah,
be more worth. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, it's pretty immature.
Yeah, grow up.
Like, she could have a child at this point.
Yeah,
she's old enough.
And I like the 21-year-old being like, "Damn, this girl is so." I don't know the word I'm looking for. But like, I'm younger than her and she needs to grow the fuck up.
Yeah. All right, Noah, what speed did Max watch the show at?
So I think this is the 1Xer. I think there's like decent content, decent stuff happening. So I'm putting this at 1 bob. This is the 1E.
That's a boring guess, Noah.
It's a boring guess, but I'm more about getting it right.
I'm about entertaining, man. It's entertainment.
Well,
Brian.
Chris, you're gonna go Brian? Okay.
Yeah, Brian. Brian gets to go.
I'm gonna go 1.5. I think that there's like you could speed through it and just like get the little clips and stuff and be happy.
I'm gonna go 1.0001. Just I'll go 2x. Why not? Max, what speed?
1x.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
You can't let Noah win like that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
At least make it 1.01 and then I could win.
Sorry, guys. It was a 1xer.
Yeah.
I do have one exciting development here, though, which is my main streaming device is an Apple TV that has strangely decided to not speed up, but just pitch up people's voices by a little bit sometimes. So you have to reboot it. What's up with that?
I really thought you were going to say, and they like highlight the weird horns that Noah heard.
So I'm sending you guys right now a I found it very easily because they kept doing it whenever they did the champagne ceremony. After they show, and they did it throughout the episode, you'll hear it. So it's a 5-second clip. And you'll hit.
Should we try to play it in the video player?
Here, I can hold it to my microphone. You ready?
No. Never noticed.
Yeah, no.
There was a
I would
horn
not have
there?
gotten that.
But Noah is telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say rewatch the episode, but like, it is like, I don't know, it's like this audible signature, and I'm like, ooh, it's a war horn. It's like attack.
All right. Speaking of drinking rules, drink every time you hear this horn.
Yeah. Definitely the worst part of the show.
Drinking rule.
Drink every time Bella breaks down.
Noah. Why not? Well, anyone breaks down. I feel like it's probably are.
Okay. Drink anytime someone brings up something sexual.
Whoa! You got way too close to the mic there, dude.
Also, just
and trying to kill people.
You're going to send somebody to the hospital with that.
I mean, I clearly got excited talking about sexual.
The bass went. It was rattling over here.
Ooh. I think something must have changed with the phone. Like maybe it was like kind of trying to acclimate.
Max, drinking rule.
Anytime somebody brings up plastic surgery of some sort, take a shot.
We didn't talk about also David, who enjoys enhancements, which I also just find a funny word.
You might have been not.
You may have missed
on the call. We did.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to find the clip for a minute, or also in the beginning. So yeah, sorry. Yeah. All good. You talked about. Did you talk about he's a pediatric trauma psychologist?
No.
Yeah. That's the part I didn't. That's where I was going, because I know we brought about enhancements in David, but his job is a kid psychologist. Like, he's a very serious job.
So he can't like big tits.
I mean, just the combination of that and then going on this show so everybody can learn about his obsession with big tits is crazy.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but what's weird is that he went on a show and proclaimed his love of big fake tits. Like, I don't think that loving big fake tits is weird. It's weird to go on a reality show and profess your love for it so profusely.
No, right. It's not. He's fine to love big tits, small tits, big butts, little butts, whatever he wants. He can enjoy whatever he likes. But I think his job is to be like a trusted professional to these kids. If you like bringing your kid in,
it would be more appropriate for him to like small boobs because he helps kids.
I think it's appropriate to not go on a sexual reality TV show if you're going to be a child psychologist.
Oh, so you're saying that the boob part has nothing to do with what?
Correct. No, it has nothing. I mean, I think if he was going on The Bachelor, that's like classy, quote unquote, right? Like, I think people are like, ooh,
But this is way more realistic than The Bachelor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bachelor is...
The Bachelor is the worst dating reality show of all time.
I feel like we're trying to compare like Saccharin to like Splenda. It's like they're both fake. Like I you know what I mean? I'm just like
where does Love Is Blind fit on this scale, Noah?
I think Love Is Blind is much more real than both of these. There's much more. They're going more for rawness, and this is going for more like Jersey Shore, Geordie Shore, most extreme.
We still haven't done Geordie Shore.
Yeah, I mean,
someday.
Well, we can do Shore Month. We went like from
we've done so many shores. There's not enough shores.
Oh, we went through it on Canadian Shore or whatever it was called. There was like 20 or 30 shores out there.
Okay. All right. What a question we have. Would this show be better as a Quibi, TikTok, or regular length show, I guess?
I could stomach it at 28 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think at least splitting it up. You can also clip it pretty easily. It might be a little bit better.
I think this show is fundamentally flawed from like the very beginning.
Wow. I actually thought they did a good. I really think the
You gotta
producers-
talk into the mic, dude. Like
Man, I'm too loud.
you're,
It's too smart.
You gotta be consistent.
I clearly. They
Now
don't
you're
like.
too close to the mic.
Jeepus, man. All right,
Jeepers
so
creepers.
I know.
He's still like rocking his chair back and forth.
Oh, what do you think? I'm standing still. I have the like regulation of a 4-year-old. So, what were we even talking? You lost my train of thought. Oh, an hour
Right.
show. Yeah, I actually think this was done very well. I think the producers did a good job. Like for an hour show, usually this stuff is like going slow, and I don't know. I think they kind of kept it speedy.
All right. Now we do ratings. We do a stack ranking system between top third, middle third, and bottom third. Max, what do you got for me?
This is a middle third, top of the middle. I enjoyed it. Chris, I'm sorry. That's just how it shakes out. I do agree though that the core game is flawed unless they mix it up.
Brian, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna agree with Max. Top of the middle. I think both top deck and bottom deck actually can result in some craziness, and it's entertaining. I'll take the mashup of like 5 different reality shows.
Yeah, I'll go next. It's a bottom third. It's the show's fundamentally broken. I've told you why I don't like the show. You get it. You get it. I don't need to litigate this anymore. Noah, what do you got for me?
This is a top show. I was very surprised. I was going into this with like maybe like, oof, man, what am I getting into? And I was surprised how just again the pacing and then like the cutting of it. I was locked in. Could it try to be locked in for more than 48 minutes? No, I don't think so. But I think they delivered a type 48. Very good show. Now, is it top of the top? No, this is bottom of the top. It's just trash. It's trash, but it's a good show. Bottom of the top.
Just the way you said that. Is this show top of the top? Absolutely not.
No.
So that's pretty good. Clip that. Clip it.
A brave take, Noah, but I respect it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's only
I was
one
surprised.
spot away from you guys
Yeah,
I was very
in your
surprised.
9-point scale.
he's braver than me.
I would say I think I would enjoy watching some of those Love Island recaps for this show.
Oh, I forgot to mention the craziest thing. I'm sorry. We will get to Chris's rating, but
I already
all
did
just
my
Favorite rating. The
We're done
bottom.
ratings. We're done.
sorry, they were on the ship for 4 weeks. Did you guys catch that?
I did. I wrote that on my notes
No.
too.
That's insane. Are they doing it daily? I don't fucking what?
What's the wait? Which it's too long? I'm assuming too long. Like what's your?
That's a really long time. I feel for the setup they have. It's Love Island standards.
Mm.
I don't know. Just surprising to me.
Yeah, I wrote it down, but I just wasn't sure like how to think about it that much. I was like, something to talk about. It's just nice when we get some of the production details. And we also didn't say it takes place in Malta. You said A, G, and C, but I don't think we actually nailed down like this is in Malta.
No, the AG and C was about a different show.
Mm.
But yeah, we didn't discuss that they're in Malta.
Yeah.
Which I thought they would pick people from all around, like not the U.S. when they said it was in Malta, and then everyone was from the U.S., which I thought was surprising.
Yep.
Yeah, probably some tax credit type thing happening. Maltese.
Yeah, sure.
Tax credits.
All right. Tell us what you thought about this show. Was I right or is Noah right? Tell us on Twitter at Who Put This On and all the other socials.
And there is a right answer. Do know that. There are wrong answers and right answers.
I could litigate this forever. All right. Shout outs this week. Max, you got any shout outs?
I don't think so.
Noah, any shout outs?
Man, what was I listening to? So I've been getting back into a little bit of Armchair Expert podcast. Still pretty solid. Like I feel like I just felt like a lot of people. That was like a COVID high show, and then they're kind of. I think like a lot of podcasts like trying to figure out what do they do. So everyone's streaming and whatnot. That was good. Then I was listening to an episode of Radio Lab, which I rarely listen to, although I know it's very popular. On a pretty cool idea. Actually, it came from Armchair Expert, and then I kind of was amplified to Radio Lab, where there's a nonprofit called Every Cure. And what they do is they look at existing medicines and how it can apply for other diseases. And it's fascinating because like there's no economic incentive. Because like once a drug is on the market for a while, you lose your patent, and like then everyone can generically manufacture it. But there's one guy who happened to be a doctor, got super sick, and he found a cure basically for himself from this like random drug. And so Radiolab then went like down that rabbit hole as well, then like antibiotic resistance and like how do we find other alternatives, yada 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 yada. So pretty cool idea. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to those two podcasts.
Brent, any shout outs this week?
No shout outs. I've been watching a lot more Taskmaster clips, just kind of getting ready for the next season that's coming up.
Oh yeah, Kamal. Let's go.
Ooh, I forgot something actually. Any of y'all watching DTF St. Louis?
I watched episode 1.
Eventually.
So I don't know if this is the whole season. I watched whatever content's out.
Yeah. I didn't. Can you explain it to me? Why people think it's good?
I don't know if it is good. I just really enjoy the actors, and so it's like it's a drama, but then they have some awkward characters in it. They say it's a dark comedy. I don't think it's a dark comedy. It's weird. It's very weird.
I think Max and I talked about it at some point, and I was just like, I watched episode 1, and I was like, or I have this thing that like, there's someone out there calling things dark comedies that I don't think understands what a comedy is.
Yeah. Or it's like such a fine line. Like there is very dark like comedy scenes in it, but it's like it's a big wind up for a medium punch is the best way to put it.
Anyway, I've been watching Fear Factor, the new Fear Factor.
Still.
The season is now over.
Wow.
And I could say that it kind of ends on a whimper. Like the last thing they had to do was like almost like a challenge-esque 1v1, like on 2 like trucks racing down the street. It's like that's not really what I want to watch Fear Factor for. It was much better in the beginning when they had the villain. Once the villain goes, the show kind of falls apart.
That was the bigger black guy.
No,
He
the
wasn't
villain
the
was he was the guy with the what's that haircut?
The mullet,
party in
mullet guy.
The mullet guy.
Yeah. He was antagonizing the woman, but I feel like there was 2 of them. Like the bigger black guy was like playing like manipulative games and like throwing shade, if I recall.
No.
And there was the mullet guy, like
the mullet guy was the entertaining guy for sure.
Okay.
They just like picked people that like I want to see people more squeamish doing stuff. I like they could just do things, and it was interesting for a while, but it didn't. Apparently, I think they're making a regular Fear Factor comeback with like 6 people, 1 episode.
Cool.
They
Okay.
teased it at the end of the season. So
I'm surprised they don't do more of that. Like you would imagine that could sell better. Not like maybe an initial run, but like when you're trying to sell it off, because then people can just, you can put that on in any country, right? Like
I'm sure there's like 1,800 Fear Factors, dude. Like,
Nobody in Britain is watching American Fear Factor. Maybe they are.
Why not?
I assume not. I don't know. Like
I do remember. I do have an anti shout out. I just watched the first season of Paradise. Any of you watch Paradise?
yeah.
I am watching. I've watched season 1 and most of season 2.
I thought it was a great pilot, and I did not like the rest of it. The amount of times they mentioned cheese fries in season 1 is insane.
I haven't watched it in a while, but it was one of those shows where like it feels like it should be good, but then I don't know if it is. And
it felt like incredibly sloppy writing, except for episode 1, which was great.
I like the main guy.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown's great.
I disagree. I was sick. I binge watched season 1 in one day. That's the way to go. It was fun. It's kind of schlocky, but they end the mystery in season 1. Like season 1, like kind of ends. You don't need more, but they like tease up some more. It's good. Season 2 is out. The writing I think is better. It's like than season 1. It's different. There's a lot more.
The three main. You have Sterling, James Marsden, Verga Farmiga or something.
I don't. James Marsden does have an episode somehow, like, but he's not really in it nearly as much as he was season 1. The main guy. There's like a couple episodes are like have different characters. So it's like, but there's still only 8 episodes in season 2. So like, things happen, but not nearly as much.
At least it was a quick watch. I will watch season 2, especially since you say the writing is better. But I was shocked how much I was like on season 1.
The people are more believable, I think, in season 2 than they are in season 1. I do agree with you that season 1 like had some. You're like, who is it? Why is he doing that? Like that, I did come up a couple times, so I could see if you get put off by that. Like, it could.
Are we doing any spoiler? Like, spoilers?
No, no spoilers. I mean, you could spoil the end of episode 1 if you want. Like,
I don't even remember what happened episode 1. I just know the season. It's all right.
Okay.
It's
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Till next week. Do we picked the show, right?
The cooking show.
America's Culinary Cup.
America's Culinary Cup, episode 1 on Paramount Plus, and we'll see you guys next time.